You're watching Monty TV. I'm Jackie Karsh, joined now by Daniel Klaus. He is the president of AirTime, the video chat startup with a pretty famous name attached to it. Sean Parker.
Yes, Mr. Parker.
Now, I kind of love your idea because for anyone who's ever FaceTimed, it is the dreaded, who do I FaceTime first when I have some breaking news? And,
right.
You know, but it's also been something that you guys have been working on for a while.
Yeah.
What's been in those, years that it's kind of been
it's amazing. So I think a couple of things. So, FaceTime is very much a communication utility, meaning I want to call you or I want to talk to 3 or 4 people. Whereas our product, we've built something really fundamentally different. This is much more about a real-time social network. And so, the example of having a family that, is separated across the coast, or, my family lives in Canada. And so, we jump into the room. It's sort of like these serendipitous moments that bring us together and are able to sort of, enable that kind of communication, which is really different than a utility and I want to call you.
I think what people, get frustrated with video is that moment when you're in a critical moment of telling someone and it freezes, or you're talking to your boyfriend or your spouse, or who knows, and it freezes in like a really awkward position. So how do you work through all those kinks to make sure when there's so many more people involved, you don't have those kinks?
So we literally spent the last couple of years building a scalable global video infrastructure to handle just that problem, that adapts at all kinds of bandwidths. Because sometimes somebody's on a 3G connection, somebody's connected to fiber, and our network adjusts to all of those conditions.
We're so in touch with people, Facebook Live, Instagram stories. Why do we need an additional way of people walking in the street like this?
Right. Most social products of today have actually made us feel less connected to our friends than more connected to our friends. Facebook, you have 500 Facebook friends and you feel sort of tangentially connected as you scroll through your feed, but you're actually not really connected to any of them. And part of the reason that our product exists is so that you can have that real moment of connection with people and you can share in those moments. Serendipity, how life happens in the middle of all these things going on, and our product allows that to happen.
Google Hangout is pretty much, somewhat similar.
Except nobody's hanging out on Google Hangouts, other than tech companies.
But how do you make sure that your product is superior?
I think a lot of things. I think our product is fundamentally different than a Google Hangout or a Skype or even, any of the utility players like a Facebook Messenger as an example. Those products are built very much almost like conference calling products, right? Well, ours is like a fundamental shift in the way social works around real time. And so, those guys are definitely in our competitive set, but we think less about them than you probably think we do.
It's almost like bringing the connection back.
Totally, absolutely.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.